So these are the things HR will do basically. In their portal, they will update so the same email ID I have to mention. If you want, you can update in your system in your local lab, or else you can leave as it is. These are the things it's not required. So maybe you want to update in your local lab. Some employee info has to be there. That's it. Okay, so I have mentioned all the things. We have created some 3 employees. Quickly check. This is the right file. Okay, so I was talking about this one yesterday. So did I explain about this incident code? So if we get these kind of incident codes, so 7029 quickly where we can check. So sometimes, if you're trying to access anything in that scenario, you will end up with these kind of incident code. 7029 definitely will be there. So this is not related to join or move or leave events. I'll say this is a different one. I'll do one thing, I'll make a note. I'll explain later. Okay, it's taking time. It's waiting. Let me start my server. $7,396. Okay. So let's get started. So as of now in my system, let me try to search. So employee info is not there. Employee info is not there. Naven. My info is not there. So now we have updated, HR has updated in the portal. Let me quickly check whether this is the right application or not. After that we proceed. So quickly select this Peoples of HR application. Because I have 2 applications, I'm getting confused to which one is the right one. So let me check the file. Go to Configuration. Okay, our employees.csv. So this is the right one. Our employees.csv. So we have updated 3 employee information. Let me save this file. So I have updated for these employee information. Who was that? I'll do reconfirmation again, whether it's been updated or not. Okay, Vinay Navan Rama HR has updated this information. Now usual account aggregation will happen. So now it's not scheduled one, so I'm going to execute manually. So it's going to be peoples of the account aggregation. Save and execute. Go to Task Results. So peoples of the account aggregation has done. So by our this aggregation, 3 identities has been created here. You can check identity. Created 3. So Vinay, Navan Rama, these 3 employee has been created, which means they got some basic SailPoint access. Now also they can log in and they can check. Usually each and every day, refresh identity cube will execute. So that task will refresh their identities. So now I'm going to refresh that identity as well. So instead of executing for all 3 people, what I'll do? I'll quickly execute for the single identity. I don't execute for the entire cube. Better. I can learn. Open that spreadsheet. I'm going to use this first name dot last name because this is going to the username. Who's the pipeline to add for second identity? And for data identity as. Let me update. Again, I'm saying so. I'm not going to refresh for the entire identity. If you want, you can do it, no issue. To one verification, whether it's right or wrong. So name, Vinay, Austin space. Double pipeline. Name, Navan.rn2 each and everything is right. Let me update the same. So in this task, in the refresh identity cube task, we will be having one name called process events. This has to be checked always. So what it will do, if any events is going to. If you want to trigger any event based on some attribute change, or based on some addition or removal, for this checkbox will do. So this checkbox has to be checked. Process events. So usually in real-time project we will be having 3 type of refresh task. One refresh task which will responsible to refresh identity in that task. It won't be checked. It will be disabled unchecked. Okay, so we'll be having one more task, and that particular task will be responsible only to trigger this kind of events. So let me execute this task. Have selected 3, identity name, save and execute. So what it will do, it will start the trigger in the back end. So some changes will happen in the identity. Some trigger snapshot will trigger in the back end, and it will process the events. Now you can go to task results, and you can check open that. And you will come to know 3 events processed. So here you can check 3 events has been processed.